In this video, I'm going to explain how you can grow out the best possible beard in 2021. And I'm not just going to talk about the obvious notion of letting your beard grow out, although that is probably the best thing you could possibly do. So if you're one of those guys that's constantly looking for a shortcut or some easy way to grow a long beard, a big full beard, whatever it is, just let it grow out. But there's a bunch of other stuff you can do to help make it look a lot better, feel better. Stick with me if you want to find out what they are. My name's Daniel Barnes and I make beard, hair, product-based content here on YouTube to help guys grow out their beard, their hair, look after the skin, and just feel better about themselves. Now, growing a beard to me is a commitment. I would say it's a fairly long-term commitment, regardless of the length or the style you're going for. If you're going for a really well-maintained short beard, there's a lot of time and commitment in keeping it looking sharp and just keeping that overall shape and look. It's a lot of work, and I know I spent most of 2020 with a far shorter beard, with a beard stash, and I actually found that the shorter beard is way more work than, say, the beard as it is now, which is in sort of a shorter to medium length style, which I can kind of just leave and let gravity kind of do its thing now as the length is getting a bit longer. But growing a long beard is a very big commitment. It takes a lot of time and effort to keep the beard looking decent without it sprawling out everywhere, looking messy, without those split ends kind of forming all along the beard and ripping all the way up and just causing a lot of damage. There's a lot of trimming, maintenance, and product. As your beard gets longer, I find that product is probably one of the best things you can possibly invest in to keep the beard looking good. So if you're ready to commit to this beard growing journey, then I've got a good amount of tips here to get you through it all. I say that you need to understand how your beard grows. And you might be wondering, what the hell am I talking about? And if I give you my beard as an example here, my mustache grows differently. One side is slightly bushier and longer, and one side is slightly thinner and curls differently at the end than the other side. It's really odd, and it actually makes having a symmetrical mustache style really difficult, so that's why I try and keep it as flat as possible. Otherwise, what happens is one side curls up and one side curls and then dips into the face, which is just weird and it doesn't look good. And I'm hoping the longer it gets, the easier it gets to manage. And then consider the rest of your face. Do you have strong cheek growth? Can you have a line? Fairly similar to myself, I've got fairly good growth on the cheeks. It grows really high, and that enables me to put a line in if I want to, although it's a bit more natural at the moment. How does that growth fall down the rest of your face? Is your sort of the chin beard just around here? Have you got solid growth here? And the side beard, so this area, just here. How's that growing? If you've got any weaknesses in any of those areas, you might need to consider a different beard style, a style that is going to suit your beard growth. Now, I just want to say one thing here. If you've not grown out a beard before, you're not going to know how your beard grows. So what you need to do is spend maybe 3 to 6 months just letting the beard grow out. Don't touch it, don't do any maintenance really. Really try and avoid the cheek line as well, because so many of you will trim and then get it slightly wonky, and then you'll trim down and you'll just keep edging down and you'll end up with a cheek line that is almost like a chin strap, and that really isn't a solid look that most of us will be going for. And that's what you're after, then go ahead and do that. So that would be my advice to you. So just grow the beard out if you've not grown it out before, then come back and check out these other tips. Now, just before I was giving that advice, I was talking about you may need to change the style up depending on how your beard grows, and I think that's a really good thing to have in mind. What kind of style do you want for your beard? Do you want a full beard, which is how mine is, and that's regardless of length. It could be a short full beard or a medium long full beard. It just means that the entire beard is connected. So you've got a mustache, you've got a side beard, chin beard, all of this is connected, and you've got a strong neck beard for the longer styles. That gives it a lot of support and structure. You may have a partial beard, which means somewhere across your face there is a disconnect. That might be you have mutton chops, which is where the beard is typically trimmed in this sort of region, and you let the beard grow down the sides. You may take the mustache off and have like a whaler beard. There's a bunch of different styles, a goatee for example. Or you may look to promote different areas of the beard that grow better. Say if you have a really cool mustache but you don't want to rock a solo mustache, You might grow a mustache and then just let some stubble or short beard grow, and you've got a beard stash. So you want to consider these things before you start growing a beard. Have a goal in mind. Once you reach it, see if you like it, carry on, or change up a bit. But I think just having an idea of what you're trying to do with your beard makes it far easier to grow out. I think one very important consideration to have is whether you are going to trim the beard as you grow it, or whether you are just going to let the beard grow out. And there are pros and cons to either method. So let's just quickly start off with just letting the beard grow out. Some of the pros to that though is, like I mentioned, you get crazy amounts of length. It allows you to shape it up however you want at the end of that growing period of say 12 months if you're doing a year, and it just gets really thick and full. And one thing I've noticed is the neck beard, and at the moment I've not touched this beard since I think it's since October now. I think that was the last time I trimmed up the beard and decided I was going to grow it out a lot more. And what I've realized is when you set that sort of no trimming goal, your neck beard grows far better. You don't have any urges to attack the neckline, which means your beard just comes in so much fuller and thicker. It's a really good way to grow a solid beard. However, if you want to maintain a beard, there's some downsides there. So trimming instantly takes away length. It also increases the likelihood that you may mess it up slightly. And given that a lot of the barbershops around the world are closed due to COVID, it might not be that practical at the moment to go to a barbershop. So if you are going to trim at home, just stick to scissors, take it a little bit off maybe every few weeks. Maybe just go with flyaway hairs. So those are the hairs that kind of stick up, that are jagged, that may be damaged, that you can see when you closely inspect the beard. Just take those off and you'll notice that your beard overall just looks much better. And I think that's probably the biggest pro to trimming along the way, is that you can shape the beard fairly early on, although you still don't want to do it too early on because you could end up messing it up. You might take too much off the beard at one point and then it just kind of ruins the style. So be patient with it, but I think the biggest pro to trimming along the way is a healthier beard, and a beard that looks better, cleaner, fresher than if you're doing a year. Based on what I've just said, there are ways, regardless of whether you choose to trim the beard as you go along or just leave it, to make the beard look healthy, or to actually make it healthy, to look good, to give yourself some styling aids, and that is to use beard care products. It's funny, I've been making these videos for a little while now on YouTube, and there's like two camps. There's in terms of the comments that I left, there's guys that say like products are the best things ever, like they wish they had them for years, or there's guys that act all macho and think they're a Viking and that they don't need to use beard care products, that they're feminine, that they're not manly. And it's kind of bizarre because beard care products have been used for thousands of years effectively through oils and brushes and all sorts of other tools to make the beard look good, from even including Vikings, for example. So for me, beard care products are the very best thing you can invest in. So one beard care product that I recommend you invest in is beard oil. Beard oil has to be your go-to product, mainly because it does marvelous things to your skin and also helps the hair, and it's fairly affordable. Depending on your budget, you can probably get a beard oil for anywhere between like £3 or I guess $5, and well, the sky's the limit. I'm pretty sure I've seen like a Tom Ford beard oil that I'm pretty sure was like £70. It was something absurd. And some other beard oils may have oud in them, which is a really expensive ingredient if it's the actual natural oil. So it really depends on your budget, but beard oil is a really good product to have. It's just the basic product that will do a really good job. But some other products I highly recommend are investing in beard conditioner, which will keep your beard feeling really soft and won't wash away one of those good oils. Beard butter, I think beard butter is one of the best products going, but you could definitely invest in some styling products like beard balm and mustache wax. Big fan of mustache wax as well, because it just pulls that mustache away from that upper lip a little bit, and you don't have to use much to do that, and you can use much more if you want to really style it. So it's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do, but beard products are definitely a good thing to invest in whilst you're doing all of this. Now there's just one last tip I'll give you to growing an awesome beard throughout 2021, and that is to have a very good beard care routine. So we just discussed product, we're not going to really talk about that too much more in that sense. There's one thing I want to talk about, and that's washing the beard and using heat treatment. So you should wash the beard fairly regularly, with and without beard wash. So I'd also add beard wash to the products. You definitely need some beard wash or a beard soap or something to really clean the beard. Don't use standard hair shampoo, it will destroy the beard. With your beard care routine, make sure you're washing the beard through with water on a daily basis. Make sure you wash it maybe once or twice a week, and maybe more if you're in a profession, a job that means you get a bit messier, dustier, dirtier across your beard. And heat treatment, and I think it's something some guys shy away from, but I think investing in a hairdryer to dry the beard once you've washed it with a comb, and make sure it's a wooden comb, not a plastic comb, because that hairdryer is going to melt that plastic comb, trust me, I've been there. It also makes the beard a little bit straighter, a little bit more manageable and workable, and stops it kind of frizzing out massively. And one thing that a lot of guys don't realize is that when they grow a beard, they complain it gets itchy, they complain their skin's getting sore, and that's typically because they'll wash the beard and just let it naturally dry. And all that's doing is letting all that moisture just sit on the skin for ages, and as it dries out, it dries the skin out, and that's not a good thing to do. So most of all, enjoy the process of growing a beard throughout 2021. Follow these tips and let me know how you're getting on in the comments below. If you're interested, I made a video quite recently about my beard plans for 2021. You should check it out and let me know what you're planning to do with your beard once you've watched that, and I'll see you real soon, my friends. Goodbye.